My wife cheated with Ryan in our own house, and then laughed when he called me useless. I stood in the hallway, holding my keys. Her hand was on his arm. His jacket was on my chair. That hit harder than the affair. She looked at me once. No fear. No shame. Just annoyance, like I had walked in too early. Ryan leaned back and smiled. Relax, Ethan. We were just talking. Lily laughed again. She wasn't hiding it anymore. That's when I realized this was not new. This was not an accident. This was a plan. I didn't yell. I didn't throw anything. I didn't ask how long. I just looked at both of them. Ryan's smile got wider. He thought silence meant weakness. That was his mistake. Lily crossed her arms and said, Don't make this ugly. Ugly, like I was the problem. Like I had ruined their little scene. My chest went cold. Not hot. Cold. That scared me more. Because rage burns fast, cold stays. I walked past them and grabbed my phone from the counter. Ryan watched me like he owned the room. He was already acting like it was his. I noticed that. I noticed everything. The second glass of wine. The unlocked patio door. The way Lily's phone sat face down. The way she did not ask me to stay. She wanted me to react. Maybe scream. Maybe give her a reason. I didn't give her one. I turned toward the door. Lily said, That's it. You're just leaving? I stopped with my hand on the knob. I wanted to say everything. I said nothing. I didn't react. That's what scared them later. I walked outside and sat in my truck. Through the window, I saw Ryan stand up. He moved close to her, too close. She did not pull away. The porch light flickered above me. My hands were steady. That felt wrong. Then my phone buzzed. A message from Lily. Don't embarrass me tomorrow. Tomorrow, that word changed everything. Because tomorrow was her company dinner. The same dinner she had begged me to attend. Suddenly, the affair was not the biggest question. The question was why she still wanted me there, and why Ryan looked so sure I would lose. I slept in a motel that night. I did not really sleep. I watched the ceiling fan turn. Every spin felt like a warning. At 7 a.m., Lily called. I let it ring twice. Then I answered. Her voice was calm, too calm. She said, We need to look normal tonight. That was the first knife of the day. Not sorry. Not come home. Just, look normal. I asked why it mattered. She snapped. Because people will be there. People. Not me. Not us. Her image. That was her priority now. I said I would come. She went quiet. She expected a fight. I gave her none. That bothered her. The dinner was at a downtown hotel. Glass walls. Bright lights. Expensive suits. Lily walked in beside me, but not with me. There is a difference. Ryan was already there. He waved her over before we reached the table. She smiled at him first. That told me enough. We sat down with her coworkers. Ryan took the seat across from me. He wanted eye contact. He wanted a show. Halfway through dinner, he raised his glass. To Lily, he said. A woman who finally knows her worth. The table clapped. Lily blushed. I watched her face. She loved it. Then Ryan looked at me. Must be hard, Ethan. Watching someone outgrow your level. The table went quiet, for 1 second. Then Lily laughed. That was worse than the insult. She chose her side in public. She wasn't hiding it anymore. Someone chuckled. Then another. The sound spread. Lily leaned back and said, Ethan is simple. He likes simple things. Simple, that word landed hard. I looked at her. She did not look away. She wanted me small. She needed me small. Ryan smiled like he had just won something. That was his mistake. Because while he mocked me, he relaxed. While Lily laughed, she got careless. He started talking about changes coming soon. New roles. New control. A cleaner structure. Clean, again. I felt the same cold from the night before. Something was moving behind the affair. Ryan was not just after my wife, he was after something bigger. Then he said, "Some men build. Some men get left behind." Lily touched his wrist under the table. I saw it. So did he. He wanted me to see. I stood up slowly. Everyone froze. Ryan leaned forward, ready for my explosion. I only smiled. "Enjoy tonight," I said. Then I walked out. Behind me, nobody laughed. Outside the hotel, the air felt sharp. I sat in my truck and opened the old company app. I had not used it in months, that was what they counted on. Years ago, I helped build the company Lily now bragged about. I stepped away after my father got sick. I stayed quiet. I stayed invisible. But I never gave up control. Quiet ownership. Hidden authority. That was the part they missed. I still had access beneath the titles. Ryan had a title. Lily had status. I had signatures. That night I checked the logs. My stomach dropped. New permissions. New account requests. Vendor changes. Approval chains being tested. All tied to Lily's credentials. That's when I realized. Ryan was using her. The affair was the door. The company was the target. I clicked deeper. Draft documents. Transfer notes. A board packet. My name appeared once. An active stakeholder. I almost laughed. Inactive did not mean powerless. That was their mistake. Lily called 3 times. I ignored her. Ryan sent one message. "Be smart. Walk away clean." Clean, again. Now I knew. They wanted me gone quietly. They wanted me outside the room. I drove to my office. Not the big one. The small one behind a warehouse. The one nobody knew. I pulled every file. Ownership papers. Voting rights. Access logs. Security flags. By midnight the pattern was clear. Ryan pushed her to open doors. She thought it meant trust. It meant access. He needed her password, not her loyalty. I almost felt sorry for her. Almost. Then I remembered her laughing. I remembered. Useless. I remembered. Simple. The pity disappeared. I called Mark, my attorney. He answered on the 4th ring. I said, "We have a problem." He listened. Then he said, "No, they have a problem." That steadied me. By morning, we locked everything. By evening, I knew where Ryan would move next. The company event. Friday. He planned to announce new leadership. Lily planned to stand beside him. I planned to let him speak first. Friday came fast. Too fast for them, not fast enough for me. The event was in the same hotel. Same lights. Same room. But this time, I walked in alone. Lily saw me first. Her smile faded. Ryan leaned toward her, said something. She touched his sleeve. Nervous now. Good. The room filled with investors and managers. People who loved power. Ryan moved like he already had it. He shook hands. Laughed loudly. Looked at me once, then away. He thought I was finished. That was his last mistake. Lily came over. Her voice low. "Please don't make a scene." I looked at her hand. No ring. She had taken it off. "That hit." I said. "I won't." She searched my face. Found nothing. That scared her. Ryan stepped onto the stage. Tapped the mic. The room quieted. "Tonight is about the future," he said. "A cleaner, stronger direction." Clean, again. Mark stood beside me, holding the folder. Ryan kept talking. "Thank Lily?" Called her loyal. The room clapped. She looked proud, for a moment. Then I stepped forward. Ryan stopped mid-sentence. Every head turned. Before we discuss new leadership, I said, we should confirm who controls it. Silence. Real silence. Ryan's face tightened. Lily shook her head once. Not at him, at me. Like she was asking me to stay small. I didn't. I opened the folder. The controlling stake is mine. The approvals are mine. The accounts are under review. The room shifted. You could feel it. Ryan tried to laugh. It died. I placed the logs on the table. Then the transfers. Then the messages. Not all. Just enough. Affair. Misuse. Intent. His face went pale. Lily looked at him, then at me. That was the moment she understood. He didn't choose her. He used her. Security moved in. Calm. Final. Ryan said my name once. I didn't answer. Lily whispered, Ethan. I looked at her. No anger left. Just truth. You chose wrong, I said. She broke then. Quietly. Worse than shouting. Her job ended that night. His career ended before dessert. The room watched them fall. I walked out without a word. No speech. No victory. Because I didn't lose anything. They just realized too late who they were dealing with.